Tate McRae So Close to What Deluxe version has 3 question marks next to it, and that's honestly a good representation of how I feel about this extension. Let's start with some disclaimers before everyone loses their mind. I'm a tater tot. I really like Tate McRae. She's an entrancing performer, and the Miss Possessive tour has been one of the pop culture moments of the year. I was very excited when Tit for Tat came out. It added a layer of aggression and humor and general servitude to an album that lacked a really cohesive point of view. There are a few highlights from So Close to What, but Sports Car is the real standout, and Tit for Tat seemed to be picking up where that left off. Tate is such a good performer that honestly, I think she gets away with releasing middling music overall. She's definitely worked on developing a sound with Ryan Tedder, but I think the issue with that sound is that it's a very homogenous, algorithmic Spotify pop sound that many other artists are doing to similar effect. Madison Beer, Dove Cameron, the list goes on and on. Tate is definitely doing it with the most personality, but this sound still feels very focus grouped to me. The sound is actually what lets down this deluxe version most of all. The opener, Trying on Shoes, literally sounds like a direct copy of Purple Lace Bra. A string lead-in, Anything But Love, has the exact same thing as well. Even Horseshoe has a similar introduction, and I understand that we're creating a sonic palette here, but these songs truly just bleed into each other and become one. And with 4 songs, it's kind of like, we needed a little more standout moments. I feel that a deluxe version of an album should really extend the universe in one way or another, and we've had some great case studies of that this year. Short and Sweet and Eternal Sunshine are great examples of this. Each of those pushed the boat out of the original project ever so slightly. A deluxe is not supposed to be a complete overhaul of the original record, but it should add something more or new. Tit for Tat definitely accomplishes this as a standalone single, but the other songs kind of muddy the water. Nobody's Girl is the closest thing to an interesting entry, but the songwriting feels vague and incomplete. Which brings me to the next problem that I have in general with the Tate McRae project. She is not a skilled writer yet, and that is totally fine. She is young and she's trying her best. I can see gestures on this deluxe version of her trying to get at something more profound in her lyricism. I love the line about dropping her diary in the pool on Trying on Shoes. That was very clever and writerly, but her songwriting overall lacks depth. Again, that is totally okay. We can lack depth and still create good music, but when we're working with a bland sonic palette and vague, uninspired lyrics, I just don't know what goals we're trying to achieve here. Part of the problem for Tate is that she's just been releasing so much since she debuted. 3 albums in 3 years. She's a young girl who is working all the time. Creation requires stillness, and I don't think that she's had a minute to truly catch her breath. There needs to be a period of stillness and a moment of intake. How can we expand our creative impulses? Olivia Rodrigo did this in the gap between Sour and Guts by taking poetry classes at USC. Part of being an original artist is developing a curiosity about the world and in the mechanics of what you do. Sometimes that means stopping the relentless pursuit of more tours, more streams, more awards. To be fair, maybe songwriting just isn't Tate's thing and she wants to stick with being more of a performer, and by all means I say have at it because she is magic on that stage. But it would be great for her legacy and her continued success if she could also seek out songs that facilitate her goals. Greedy, Sports Car, and Tit for Tat were songs worthy of the performances that she can give. Unfortunately, there's nothing else like it here on the deluxe version of So Close to What. Again, it must be noted that this is just my opinion. If you think these songs are profound and wonderful and iconic, that is so good. I'm so happy for you. Overall, though, to me, Tate McRae is one of the most improved artists of the year. I think she's had a truly well-deserved phenomenal reception to the Miss Possessive tour. What did you guys think of the deluxe version of So Close to What?